Are we live? Are we live? Y'all, I feel like there was some kind of glitch in the beginning because I was looking because I thought the intro was playing and it wasn't. So I was just looking at y'all, looking at me, like, what the hell is going on? Y'all, let's go ahead and start the show because I'm not even mad, y'all. I'm really not. It's just the fact that I have to address some ignorance. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hold on, we gonna start it out early because if you bold and anybody want to smoke with AT2, click the link. Click the link. Rest in peace to Real, aka Lefty, aka Kareem Williams. Click the link. If you bold, click the link. You want to get cussed out, click the link. You want me to rip apart your whole family and your generation, click the link. If you bold, click the link. Motherfuckers. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. I am your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? What's up, Sunshine? Shout out Stephanie. She already giving the money. Hold on. I ain't that mad where I can't read the money now. Shoot. Thank you, Stephanie. She said, what the hell is going on? None of this makes a lick of sense. Listen. It don't make no sense to me. Everything was fine last night. That's what I'm tripping about, y'all. Everything was fine. I promise you. Everything was A-okay last night. And so this morning, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Um, I'm sorry, I didn't even say hi to everybody. You know what? Forget the pleasantries. You know I love y'all. Thank you. Anyway. You want to become a member, Crash Out? Hold on. Let me drop that. Hold on, because I can drop that for you before we get into it. But make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that. Um, please go ahead and do all that. Thank you, I appreciate it. But y'all, put a 1 in the chat if you felt like the conversation last night went well. Put a 2 in the chat, it didn't go so well. I think it went well. Like, I was confused because I'm all like, yo, it went well, right? Like, I didn't think it went bad. Like, yeah, there's people who say, like, oh, no, screw him. Thank you, son. Don't talk to him. Don't have him on your platform, But I feel like in total, the conversation went well. Like, I didn't see, uh, and so I'm just all like, what the hell is going on? Really, it's the classic tale of you can't win for losing. You really can't. Like, no matter what you do, people are going to have a problem with it. And sometimes, the person who you spoke to is gonna all of a sudden pull a 180 on you for no fucking reason. I'm like, what? And I knew Shane was going to pull a stunt. So for those of you who don't know, so Shane, he's the booker for Shaun Attwood, right? Remember he came on the show yesterday? I felt like we got into a way where it could open up for, hey, we can have that dialogue in the conversation, and I can explain to you why people were upset or why people were mad because yeah, there's a few things that you guys have blind spots to. Not a few things, a lot of things, right? Especially when it comes to Jag. Especially when it comes to her. All the lies and the stories she tells, you guys don't have the other side there. One, just like Madgie, I think they don't care about the lies. And then two, if she's mentioning different content creators and different people on her channel, I feel that we should have the right to respond or have a voice. Why have we not been asked to be on the platform? And mind you, I don't think anybody necessarily needs to be on the platform. They can speak for themselves on their own platform. But you have her there just being able to say anything without being fact checked. And if you are a fair platform and all that stuff, then be about it. You know? Be about it. Let other voices on there. And so I felt like it would be a great way of bridging the gap and, to speak to a lot of the stuff that they've been hearing and the backlash they've been getting, especially from the black tea sector. I felt like that was an important conversation to have. That's not going to happen. I'm not going on that platform. And now I definitely don't think I'll be invited to even go on that platform. I definitely don't think I'll even be invited. So, that's here nor there. So I was I didn't click the link, but I had seen Madgie had did a video, right? Mind you, I thought I was subscribed. I was never subscribed. I just see her videos and stuff like that, right? And so I see me in the thumbnail, and I'm like, oh my god, here we go. I was like, let me click on the video, right? So I click on the video, and I see that it's me. Well, not me, but I see me in the thumbnail, but I seen Shane up there. And I'm all like, okay, let me just kind of listen to what he said. And you could tell Madgie was trying to basically convince him, like, oh yeah, why you messing with AT2? You shouldn't be talking to him. Like, I knew what she was trying to do, right? But she didn't say it in those words. And so she was like, oh, how'd you feel? Because, blah, 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 blah. And he was being fair. He was being respectful, right? Most of the convo yesterday felt like Shane was gaslighting you and us. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. And so she was asking him kind of questions. She was basically trying to lead him, doing leading questions to make him say like, "Oh yeah, he talked to you like this, or did he do this? Like, how'd you feel about this?" And trying to trap him up to say something negative about me. And so in turn, he was just all like, oh, well, AT2 was very respectful. The people in the chat, they really have his back. They, said whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, got it. Understood it, right? So then I leave, and then I come back, and they're like talking about like Madgie was all like, I was so bullied on his channel, and I was ready. I wanted. She basically alluded to because she was bullied on my platform that she wanted to unalive herself. No, 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 no. Listen, I'm not going to allow you to run and say no, no. Let's put things in context first of all. Let's put it in context because I'm not going to have you run around saying that I bullied you because first of all, AT2 did not bully you. I did not bully you. They don't care about the truth. It's all minstrel. Exactly. Thank you, son. I appreciate that. You were not bullied. Now, what people in my chat had a problem with, and everyone across the board had a problem with, is that you're being willfully ignorant. You know that Jag has been lying, and we were telling you that. And then basically what you responded back with, okay, so if she lied about one thing, did she lie about more things? Like, I don't understand. Like, okay, she lied about one thing. What does that mean? If she lied about one thing, and thank you, Shannon K, I appreciate that. If she lied about one thing as serious as somebody R-ing her or assaulting her, that's bad. Like, there's no excuse to, oh, that's just a little fib, Like, oh, she said that she baked cookies, but she really can't cook. That's some stupid lie. You are accusing someone, a very powerful someone, of some egregious shit. You can't just take that back and pretend like you didn't say it. And the fact that she knows that that is not okay. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate that. The fact that she knows that is not okay. If everyone knows it's not okay to lie on someone like that, and especially about being assaulted or R-ing somebody. You know that. And then you wanted to play semantics like, okay, a civil case versus a criminal case, civil case. That doesn't matter. Why is she backtracking on the things that she's saying? And on top of that, like everyone has said, have we seen proof? Have we seen proof? No, we have not. There's been no proof we have seen. So that's why you are being called out. Now, if you're mad at the chat or whatever, listen, you willfully came over here. You also clicked the link. It was not a setup to where, oh yeah, I invited her to come and I was like, hey, we're gonna have a polite conversation, and then I just blindsided her. Thank you, Crash Out. I just blindsided her. No, I had mentioned her name and I said, like, and I've been saying, and you guys have heard me say this plenty of times. Madgie is going to cut herself off from getting to know other people, and she's just running with Jag's narratives. That's bad doing that. You should have your own perspective on what's going on. And so she heard her name, and then she was all like, oh, and I was like, oh, you can click the link. Because if I'm talking about you, you have every right to come up and defend yourself, and we can have a conversation. That wasn't Maggie's first time. Remember, before she came up, she was also on a different show. But she never mentions that. She never mentions that she's been on my channel before. She only mentioned this one time. And so she's been able to run with that narrative and play the whole victim. Lady, you are not a victim. Let's not play those games. And whatever somebody else does on their channel, that has nothing to do with me. Stop grouping me in. I never said that Shaun Attwood is your slave master. I never said that. Now, do I kind of think something? Now, do I think it? Yeah, but I've never said that. That has never came out my mouth. I don't even talk about Shaun Attwood. The only time that I mention him, and I usually say like the white creators or the others, how Jag get on their platform and act all nice and sweet and all that stuff. I usually mention that. But as far as Shaun Attwood, I never look up his criminal history. I never look at this. I never look at that. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I'm just here talking about Jag and her lies. I don't care about that other stuff. It doesn't matter. And let's not pretend that she did not mention Sherelle and Perry's name. That's the only reason why Perry came up. And I was like, oh, well, he's here right now. Like, let him defend himself. You're cutting that whole part out, that you even mentioned their name. The conversation was supposed to be about me and you. And you mentioned their name. That's why they came up. Well, that's why Perry came up. So let's not forget that. Now, I have said, oh, the conversation probably should have just been left to me and her, and I think it would have went differently if it was just me and Madgie, right? I have said that from the beginning. Because last time when it was just me and her, the conversation went well. Now, did she understand what I was saying? No. But the conversation went well, right? It is what it is. Now, we, whatever, y'all having a conversation, whatever, y'all have animosity towards each other. I was letting y'all have it out. And I was like, hey, okay, and remember when because Madgie was over talking, I dropped her down and then I let Perry speak, right? Did I? When I let her back up, I was like, oh, I just dropped you because you were over talking and I just wanted, one person at a time. And she was like, oh, I actually wanted to thank you for dropping me. She said this. I want to thank you for dropping me. So I was definitely being fair to both sides. And listen, if you want to bring up, oh, well, you had Perry up there, you mention his name. But you don't even have to worry about that because I don't even talk to them no more. So what are you worried about? That's now in void. Now that I don't talk to them, okay, now what is it? Are you happy? I don't even talk to them. So now what? Now that problem is solved. I don't even talk to them. Okay, so what's your issue now? Hello? Hello? What's your issue now? That's resolved. And you not wanting to see Jag lies and the stuff that she is saying about people, and you're peddling those same sentiments that she is sharing, you don't see that as a problem? Because you're not giving both perspectives. Your whole channel is built on Jag is a victim and everybody's attacking her, everybody's victimizing her. Like, what's the name of her stream that she got going on right now, y'all? It's called something. Hold on. What's the name of the oh, she's not live anymore, I guess. Um Hold on. Did she delete that stream? Hold on. Damn, we were just live. Well, they were just live. I didn't click the link. What the haters don't want you to know about Jaguar Wright. These are her titles, you guys. It's not like her titles are like, oh, we're talking about a perspective or, her titles are very pro Jaguar Wright. What the haters don't want you to know about Jaguar Wright. And then she has a whole bunch of thumbnails with our pictures and shit in them. This girl knows exactly what she's doing. Another title, The Dark Truth, YouTube's misogyny against Jaguar Wright. And that has me in the thumbnail. The critics target a strong woman like Jaguar Wright. Get the fuck out of here with that. So you have titles like this, right? Oh, and whoever is mad at me can click the link. First of all, let me go ahead and address this because it was told to my attention that I guess Sherelle is saying something about me on her channel. I didn't even, last night, I didn't even talk about her. And we're not friends. So why would I ever, what loyalty do I have to you? We're not friends. Like, I'm confused. And the show wasn't even about, I think something was mentioned in regards to the Sammy the Bull thing, but I didn't say anything about that. I believe he did mention her name during the Sammy the Bull, but it was very short. It was very quick. There wasn't like a whole, I think he even said like, oh, well, she first was a fan of us and then she turned on us or something like that. I think that's what he said last night. But other than that, like, okay, that's his opinion. But we didn't do a whole segment and a whole go around about you. Now, don't make me really wake it up. Don't make me really wake it up. She said on your backup channel. When did I talk about her on my backup channel? Exact. Listen, y'all. People are going to throw distractions at you. People are going to throw distractions at you just because they're mad and upset because you cut them off. Because if you really had a problem and you really were upset and all that stuff, you wouldn't have been trying to call me and make things right. And I did not answer because I was not dealing with that bullshit when I was with my father. I was not dealing with that. I did go live twice while I was in Vegas, but I made it very short and, and I kept it on topic. I didn't address all that bullshit. And now that I'm home, I'm still not addressing it. But don't make up lies. Now, if you want to say we tried to call AT2 and AT2 did not answer the phone, that would be truthful. I did not. But don't try to make up stuff. You know, I watched it live this morning, AT2, and took a not a narco. Oh man. Oh, a nap. Oh, I thought you said narco. Oh, a nap. I'm sorry. Took a nap. What? Listen, a lot, has happened. Well said, Mims. Is Mims here? I didn't see his comment. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see his comments. What's up, Mims? Um, wait, are you calling me Mims? I don't even think we look alike. Hold on. Let me let Stephanie up here. Hey, Steph, how you doing?
Man, let me tell you, I'm hot under the collar. My white skin is red. Let me tell you something. Boy, I'm not happy about this situation because listen, Shane,
Yeah, hold on before you get there because let me. Okay, so the whole bullying thing, that's what she brought up, right? The whole bullying. And then they started talking about the whole white black thing. I don't even know how they got on that because like I said, I left and then I came back and they happened to be talking about that. And so, because she's saying that I is calling her a slave master and all that. No, I've never said that on my channel.
you never said that. You never
And
said
mind
that.
you, I've been like, hey, like, I don't know this whole black diaspora war. I'm not a part of it. Like, don't put me in that. Don't link me in that. Like, because someone was trying to put me in that. I was all like, no, 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 no. No one has ever called AT2 Mims. He is here. Okay, okay. Wait, I think that was an insult. Like, hey, ain't nobody ever called. Anyway,
Shady Mims.
I,
Uh,
I've never said that. So I'm all like, where am I coming up in this? What? Huh? So then Shane goes on his little rant, and I knew because you know how the Caucasians get down. He was going to pull a stunt. He was like, yeah, slavery was 300 years ago, blah, blah, blah. I
I
knew
can
that.
smell
I
a
knew
low
the
key
whiteness was
racist coming
going
a
to come
mile
through.
away. That's right.
Go ahead, Stephanie, because this is a white on white crime, so I'm going to let you talk.
I mean, okay, it's about to be all right. So listen, I got there because I was trying to see what was going on in the tea section because there's a lot of stuff I missed over Christmas because I really don't do YouTube over Christmas, right?
Yeah.
So
And
I'm
mind
just
you,
cruising
Stephanie
around.
surprised me. I did not call her and be like, hey, go over
Not
there.
alone.
I had actually talked to her about something way different, not even about that.
Yeah, and so I go cruising through and I see Maggie's live. and I see AT2 in the thumbnail, my cuz. So I'm like, hey, what's going on? Because I'm trying to catch up on who's mad at who, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I drop down and they're talking, they literally are talking about me when I get there. They're literally talking about me and how I got up and lectured poor Shane about white privilege. And this is what I'm talking about when I say that white people
Right.
are sensitive as motherfuckers. Because listen, I'm sorry, I won't say that again. But it's like brittle skin. It's like they shatter. They shatter because it's just like you couldn't take that. I was nice to you. I was
Right.
respectful, and I don't think Shane was as mad about it until they revved him up.
Right, they revved
But
them up because he even said like, "Oh, when Stephanie tried to," because she's like, "How did it feel when he tried to educate you?" And when Stephanie tried to educate you, and he was all like, "Oh, I kind of laughed at it, but I was like, oh, it's
laughed
her
at it,
opinion, whatever." Right?
laughed at it,
Yeah. Oh, and he
laughed
was
at it.
and he said that he wasn't offended by Saltine, but of course they made it a big thing.
Right. I'll call any white person a saltine. That's just that. That's how it is. That's how it's gonna be. I'll call any
Hold on,
white person a
Stephanie, you ready to
saltine.
fight because Jaguar pulled up? Hold on. What you want? What you gotta say?
Why would you be asking that white stalker if she's ready to fight?
Listen, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say on my motherfucking platform. Let's be clear
You
about
do
that.
realize you're sitting here
Because
with
you
a
came
white
over here to
woman.
fight. What other
You're
reason did you come
you're
over here
sitting
for?
you're
Like
sitting
you doing
here.
right now. You came to fight. You just proved my point.
Actually, no, you hyped up real fast. I'm trying to figure out Cleo Smith it is today, Stephanie, or is it Cheryl Arlay, or is it Deborah Waller? Like,
What?
who do you want to be today,
What the fuck
Stephanie?
you talking about?
I have your voice clip. I have your voice clip, and that's why I came by today because
And
I
this is
wanted to make
why
sure that I had it.
people don't
Because
believe
you're the
you
same.
because you
Once
say
again,
things that
this
are
is a white
absolutely
woman
Right.
ridiculous lies, and
Stephanie
who
you've
has
uses
done
been
her
it
own
working to
for
have
account.
black
years.
She
people
don't
thrown in
use no separate
jail.
account. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh no, this person right here has 6 different accounts. I just yelled out 4 of the names. She's
That is
also in
bullshit,
law
Jag.
enforcement. She's also in
No,
law
I'm a criminal
enforcement.
defense attorney,
She's the
Jag.
cop. Oh my
No, you're
God,
not.
Stephanie's the
No, you're
cop.
Yes,
not.
I am.
You're a
Look
liar.
me up on the state bar of Texas. Yes, I am,
You hear
Jag.
that? Do me a favor. I need to hear you say Tasha K and Lachelle. Just say that one time.
I ain't saying shit for you, Jag.
That's her.
No, it's not,
Go
Jag.
ahead, say
Hey,
I don't
Tasha
know what
you
the
are
K.
fuck you're
coming over
talking
here to
about.
try to
I
ruin my
have your
fucking. You
voice
know Stephanie is
recording.
Stephanie.
I
I don't give
She
a
have
is
your
fuck
a
what you
voice
got.
terrific attorney.
recording, Deborah Waller, from the San
What are you
Francisco
talking
Police
about?
Department. I have
San
your
Francisco
voice
the
San
clip.
police
Francisco?
department. What are you
I've
talking
been to
about?
San Francisco 2 days, 15 years ago. What are you talking about?
Do you
I'm
hear?
from
Do
I'm
you
from
see? Do you see?
Arkansas.
I just want you to know I'm filming
Tell me.
this, Andre.
Great,
And
great,
now I'm going to
Okay,
take this voice
Jacqueline.
clip. I'm going to take this voice clip and play it
wonderful.
against the one because this is the same voice that said that my father essayed me and got me pregnant with my son
She
Giovanni.
never said that.
Yes, she
I
did.
No,
never said
Yes,
that. I
she
don't
did.
care
Stephanie
enough
never
about you to
said
say
that.
that.
Goodbye. No, Stephanie never said that shit. Goodbye. Laugh out loud, and here we go. Right. Shout out to Hira. Shout out to Priscilla. I made the live over there today, and I don't like donuts, so I left and I walked. They're trying to tag team.
Yes,
They want to
yes.
tag team. You ain't said
He's
nothing but a
on. He's
motherfucking
on.
word. Okay,
He's on
Stephanie, let's
World
not
over
get
there.
distracted. Let me go ahead and let you speak. You are not
Okay.
Deborah. You are not Shira. You're not Shakira. You're not any of these other people. What do you have to say to that?
I am not Mary. I am not Sherry. I am not Larry. I'm not Mo. I'm not Curly. I'm not. This is ridiculous. And Jack, this is why people don't believe you. And this is why I've never believed you ever since you popped up on Storm Monroe. You show all the classic signs of of deception. You show all the classic signs of a liar. And you. some of the things you said about Diddy might be true, but a broke clock is right twice a day. You picked a great target when you picked Diddy to talk about because we've all known for decades that something was wrong with the band or something was going on over there. So you're getting a lot of fame right now talking about Diddy. You just happen to be right. But none of the other shit you said is right. None of the other shit you said is everything you said is deceptive. It's over the top. That's why we talk about you in the chat saying you were with Moses when he parted the Red Sea. You were with Abraham Lincoln when he gave the speech at Gettysburg. You were everywhere. You're a incredibly deceptive person. Incredibly. So
Right.
nobody believes anything you're saying. And I've never believed
And hold on, because she's still here. Nobody's in a troll farm, by the way. I just want to let you know that.
Why do you keep trying to insist it when y'all have all been popped? Nobody believes you're not working together anymore. What you're trying to do is disinformation to save your asses. It's too late.
What do
save
we
my
We're
need
ass
to
from
coming
save our
what?
after
asses
you
from?
Save my
one
ass from what?
by one, and we're going to
Save
take
my ass
all
from
of you
what?
down. We're
Save
going
my
to
ass
take
from
every
what?
last one of you
No.
down, and I can't
So
wait
You've been
why
for
did
promising
you
you to
us
lie
go
that for
on
down,
3 years,
JC and
Andre.
Jag.
Diddy? Why'd you lie on them?
I cannot wait for you to go down, Andre,
You said
because
you
I can't wait
trafficked
to
You've
see
been
what
girls
your
saying
to
that for
Diddy's
three
I can't
to
years.
wait
Diddy
to see
party.
what your
Speak
mugshot
on
looks
that.
like. I can't wait to see what your mugshot looks like.
Oh,
You
when I
know,
go to
King
jail,
Kane
oh my
has one.
mugshot. Listen,
King
I'm just
Kane
gonna look
has
fat, but
one.
I'm still gonna be cute
Sean
in my
Davy Way
mugshot. Don't
has
worry.
one. You know, all of Cleo's friends, Stephanie's friends, they all have. I can't wait till you get yours. You're
Jack,
sitting
talk
here
about
with
why
a
you
The
lied
racist.
on
indictments
Jay
are
You're
Z.
coming,
Talk
right,
about
sitting
Jag?
that.
The
here
indictments are
with a
coming, right?
racist who attacks black people on YouTube all the
But you hang
time.
out with those racists over there on Shaun Attwood's
No, no,
channel. So
no.
now what?
This is a racist, and she's been racist. She's gone after a lot of people. And
Who?
Now that Ratchet TV is really finally ready to tell the truth about everything that this bitch and Danny Robertson did to him, I can't wait. We're going to hang all of you weirdos high. All of you are fucked. You've been playing with law enforcement, and law enforcement's on its way out the door. And this bitch is
What?
going right down with them. You are a motherfucking CI, Andre Turner Jr., and
Didn't
I
you
can't
claim to be a
wait.
CI?
I can't
Didn't
wait.
you claim to be
I
one? What are
cannot
you talking
wait.
about? You
I can't
sound so
wait.
ignorant.
I can't wait.
What did
Do you
Jay
know
Z
what's
and Diddy
ignorant?
do to you? Did
Do
you
you
lie
want
What
to
on
are
know?
you
them?
Do you
waiting
want to
for?
know
Did
You've
what's
you
been
lie
telling
on
us
them?
for
ignorant?
3 years
Because
that the
Do
all this
you
indictments
shit
are
want to
don't make
know
coming.
sense.
what's ignorant, Andre Jr.?
What is
You
ignorant,
running around
Jacqueline Suzette
repeating that
Wright?
lie, repeating that lie that Star told, like you people are pathetic and you're popped and
I
it's
said I
over.
didn't believe
All
it,
of
so
your
I don't even know why
Christmases
you're
were
talking right now.
miserable, and I can't wait for your New Year's to be shitty, sitting in
All right,
jail
no,
like
I'm gonna have
Diddy.
a great New Year's.
All of
Thank
you
you.
are
I appreciate that. You have a good one and go bathe yourself and get the dingleberries out your ass. Go ahead, Stephanie.
I have no idea what kind of criminal charges she thinks she could put on anyone, even the worst people who
Right.
behave the worst to her. I don't have any clue what criminal charges they that would amount to. I'm sorry. You've been promising for us 2.5, whatever, how many years that the indictments are coming. Where are they?
Right. Remember, she's been saying the indictments are coming, and the indictments have never came. Like,
I
what
have
is
no
she talking
idea.
about?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Even if everything, let's just say, for the sake of argument, that everything she's saying is true, which it never has been ever. What would I be popped for? What would AC2 be popped for? You say these things. You are incredibly vague, which is a sign of deception.
Right.
And let's just be more clear about what exactly it is that what is it that we're going to jail for? Please.
They are not talking bad about you. Priscilla, uh, can you tell me what that is in reference to? But thank you, I appreciate that. Also, shout out to Mona as well too. Um, Shout out to Priscilla. Thank you. I appreciate. Oh, this was the second. Oh, okay, okay. That was your original comment. Okay, but yeah, Stephanie, you're right about that. I'm gonna add Couture Bay onto the stream, and then I'm
Good
gonna add the next
afternoon.
person. What's up, Couture Bay?
Good afternoon, everyone. Listen, AT2, this is all
Hi,
a
Couture Bay.
distraction. Hey, Stephanie. And you know what? Jack would attack y'all, well, us, anybody who doesn't believe her lies, because we actually
Mm-hmm.
have something going for ourselves. Goal oriented people should never settle for the destitute, the broke, the disgusted, the busted. And this is why I say when we speak on her, she gets so angry that we don't believe the lies and the characters and all this other stuff. She's always talking
Right.
about a troll farm and being popped.
And I'm
Baby,
being arrested for what?
it's just the lies. She's a gaslighter. She's a mass manipulator. And my favorite one of all, she's a liar. She's doing what liars do best, and that's to lie. Baby, her world is closing in on her because now people are actively being sued. She would never act like that on Shaun Attwood's platform. And I already
Right.
told you earlier when I sent you the text about what was going on. I- Simply because of that. I feel like people want to um own the monopoly on what is being said between the Shaun Atwoods, the Jaguar rights, and the Jay-Z. But here's
Right.
my thing. We're colleagues. You don't have to like everything. And the fact that they brought something so personal to the forefront, weird. It's just I don't trust it. But you know me, AT2. Once you bring something from behind the scenes to in front of the camera, you could never be trusted anyway. But like you said, you already knew the play, so stay focused. When you're on your trajectory to win and you're getting closer and closer to the destiny you need to be in, it is what it is. People feel they have to fight to get ahead. Beef does not
Right.
draw in more money. It doesn't draw in record numbers. And Jack, I'm going to give you a piece of advice instead of just trolling you and always dragging you for filth as you deserve, because I do believe you deserve more hate than praise. Mama, if you spent this
Mm-hmm.
time getting yourself in order, all of your documents, and learning to monopolize you, you would be the biggest thing on social media to date. But you can't see it. You can't see it
Right.
because you want to fight with people who have something
She's
going
blind.
on. To literally lie on Stephanie is insane when we know Stephanie has a career. To lie on
Right.
AT2, he has a career. And to lie on anybody who's doing better than you is insane. You should look up to these people for motivation so you can get yourself in order. And ask Sean Atwood how to do it. He's clearly making buku bank off of you, baby, and you
Right.
should be making it. Like to me, it's
He should help you with
insane.
your channel.
Yeah, like how are you hanging out with former felons and criminals and you don't even know how to create an enterprise for yourself, something successful in this digital age? But like you said, the new year is coming and I hope you're prepared because the state of Texas is looking for you, baby. And I can't wait for them to get you. And your homegirl over there, Sherelle, is actively pursuing you as well, Jack. How does that feel? People who you were sitting up on their platform are actively trying to tear you down for a click of view when we all know they knew you was a liar, which is crazy.
But came over here to try to spread disinformation and try to distract us from all the lies she done told. That's why when she came
Yes,
back up,
she
I was
did
like,
say
what
she
about
was an
Jay Z and
agent.
Diddy?
She did say she was an agent. She said these things. She said she was an agent. She was a dominatrix. She was a madam. She's all these things, but yet she's broke. It's given. It never happened, never was, never will be. Never happened, never was, never will be. I feel bad
Right.
for the girls who didn't make it in life because it's the ultimate sign of failure when you're stuck in the past regurgitating the same fake stories to get a little money. You are the female Dame Dash, and look at him, destitute. But I'm gonna drop down. I hope you have an amazing show.
Thank
Keep
you.
winning. I see 100K in your future. I think you're gonna hit it at the top of the year. So it is what it is.
Ah,
And bye, cousin
thank you.
Stephanie. I'm dropping back down in the chat.
All right, love you.
Love
Love you,
cuz.
Couture Bay. All right, let me let Candace up. Okay. Oh, she went back to her avatar. I was gonna say Candace is beautiful. You can still
Ooh,
stay an avatar, Candace. You don't have to cam up, but she had showed her face. I was like, oh, who's this
ooh.
right here? You know, ah! What's up, Candace? How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Hi
Good. You came up
Candace.
on my channel before, right?
Yes, I was.
Oh, okay. And by the way, no one can see the back chat. Only I can, so nobody's seen
Okay. That's okay.
you. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
No, I just kind of got here, but I watched every single video of yours.
Thank
And
you.
Hi, Stephanie. I just met you for the first time. I've never seen any of your videos before.
Oh, I
But
don't make videos. Yeah.
well,
Yeah, no,
That's a good
I've
Stephanie,
thing.
she
never
just come
heard
up
you
and
in
talk her
general.
shit
I've
on my
never
channel.
heard of you or anything like that. But no, I didn't really get to hear what Jag said. But I thought that you were kind of getting along with that guy last night, so I was kind of confused.
Right. He went on that channel talking about, oh, if I knew he bullied you, we would have had a different conversation. Listen, sir, you said that you bedridden. What was you gonna do to me?
Right.
Like
Wait,
I
so
was all like, what? And
he
mind you, and I told him like you didn't even watch it. You don't even know what's going on. You're just taking her word for it. Mind you, yeah, you're cool with her, so you're gonna take her word. But we had a good conversation. If you had an issue, you could then ask me what your issue is.
right.
Like, be a professional. You claim to be the booker for the show. Well, I don't want no parts of that show because obviously you're ignorant as hell. So there's no point in us having a show at all. Uh, Thank you, Shakira. I appreciate that. Thank you for the cash app.
Yeah, I was just very confused on that because the
Yeah, it
last
all
video
happened
I
on
watched, everything
Maggie's.
was fine.
Right, and it happened on Maggie's channel, and I feel like she didn't like that we had like a good conversation, and so she wanted to say like, "Oh, let me remind you that AT2 bullied me and all this other stuff," and so that's what.
Why does Maggie think that you're always bullying her when actually, in
Right.
fact, you're the one who's always taking up for her. You're always telling your chat, don't call her,
Yeah.
that name she doesn't like to be called. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody else respects her. Everybody else on every other channel calls her whatever they feel like, and she doesn't say anything about them. She goes after you, who she knows is going to be sweet and,
Right.
kind of take that. So,
And I feel like she wants to keep pushing that because she wants me to get ignorant. So she can then be like, oh, see, I told you how he was. She wants me to call her all kind of bees and sluts and hoes. She wants me to say that. So then she can be like, oh, see, that's the real AT2.
right. No, because they were having a chat one time. Her and Jag were having a chat on one of Maggie's lives, and they were trying to go in on you, talking about
Mm,
making up stuff from your past and just trying to make you look really, really bad. And even Jag was saying like some really heinous stuff like that, would make people hate you forever. And,
mm.
when you try to look into it, there's nothing, is
It's
absolutely
all
nothing.
made
It's just
up
a,
shit
a
that she was
lie.
saying.
It's
That's why.
made up like
Yeah.
everything else she says. And that's kind of why I
Everybody
don't
is
want it.
this horrible person in her life except her.
Right. That's kind of why I don't want to cam up, because she has a tendency to look into people and look into their past, try to put them on blast. Like, what, you think
Right.
everybody was perfect in their past? No, we all have a past, but you know you're the
Right.
one who's coming on YouTube every day, letting everything out, wanting us to know all of this.
Right. And like I said, if she like it's one thing to say, "Oh, I know how to make cookies from scratch," but really you cooking the Toll House Square cookies, right? But she's actually saying that people have assaulted and arred her, like, and you're lying on them. That's the problem. It's apples and oranges, and people in that side wants to make it seem like, oh, she might have told a little fib. No, saying somebody arred you or assaulted you, that's not a little fib. Like, that's not
Right.
a little lie. That's big.
Right. And also, when you're an actual victim of, anything like that, you go and get help, and
Hmm.
you go to the authorities. And I mean, the last thing you do is go on YouTube and start confessing everything.
Right. Right, the last thing you do. And also too that plays a role because one point she said I don't have an NDA. Then the next moment now she's claiming that she has an NDA. Which one is it? You can't be confused whether or not you sign an NDA or not. You know that.
Mhm. That's true.
Yeah,
And it
that
doesn't
lady is a
matter.
trip. Right,
It
Stephanie.
doesn't matter. And and that was the point that we were trying to make to Cleo,
Yeah,
or not Cleo. I'm sorry, that's what
exactly.
she called me. Maggie. That was the point that we were trying to make to Maggie. I'm sorry. That did not. I did not mean to insult her. That was just on my mind because I was trying to figure out where Jag got that. But that was the point we were trying to make to Maggie, and she, to me, in my opinion, she was acting, and this is just my perception, but she was acting like we were just mindless, like we were clueless,
Right,
like we were, ignorant. She was acting like you were just, you know, she was talking to you like you were a child. To me, that's how I
right,
felt. And and we were in the chat, and I don't think we were bullying her as much as we were telling her you are incorrect about your facts, because even she's saying, there's a difference between the criminal system and the civil system, but in even if you sign an NDA, intentional torts, like what a battery would be, an assault would be, a kidnapping
right,
would be, those can be prosecuted by the state, but you could also sue for those because they're intentional
right.
torts and
And
they
we were
cause
telling
injury, and you
Maggie,
can seek damages.
NDA does not matter if somebody has assaulted you. And she was like,
Right.
well, yeah, it's still hard if you. No, 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 that's a crime. NDAs
And
do not protect crimes.
NDAs do not protect crimes or things that are, how do I say this? I was trying to explain this to you, but it wasn't coming across right. Like, you can't sign a contract where someone can do something to you to that egregious extent, and you have to remain silent about it. Like, you can't contract around that. Just like I can't say like, okay, if you die, like you can't hold me liable because you can't
Right,
contract around your own death. Like, does that make sense? Like, you can't
right,
make me sign something that allows grave injury to happen to me. You can't sign that kind of contract. It's just impossible. Like, there's 1,000 years of law that does not allow that. Contract law does not allow that. That goes back 1,000 years in our system. And so you can, we call it prosecution on the civil side too, but it's prosecution by a private party because you
hmm,
still have rights if you've been egregiously harmed or basically any kind of intentional tort. You do not have to make the police pursue that just because you signed an NDA. You can still sue over that. And that's what we were trying to
right,
tell her. And I feel like she's taking that. And when she was trying to make us feel stupid, now she wants to say she was bullied by the chat because we were telling her she was
exactly.
wrong. And that's how it
Yes,
was.
she knew she was wrong. That was the thing. Candace, is there anything else that you wanted to say? Go ahead. Hello, Candace. Oh, okay. I think there's something wrong with her phone. Let me let Dimples on. Chocolate Dimples, you there? Chocolate Dimples?
I can't hear anything.
Oh, you can't hear anything? Wait, can you hear now?
I could read your lips, but I can't hear anything.
Oh, I think there's something wrong with your phone.
Okay, let me go out and come back in.
Yeah, go out and come back in. Stephanie, are you still there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, and you
Yeah,
can
I
hear
can hear
me,
you
right?
too.
Okay.
Well, I
Yeah, I
think I've
think.
taken enough time. I don't want to bore the audience with my, fake legal talk since I'm apparently three different people
Right,
that,
you a cop in
is
San
involved with law for,
Francisco?
I don't know. I just got to get back to the
Wait,
troll
I
farm.
think she said San Francisco because
Yeah,
she don't use the LGBTQ.
right.
That's what
Eh,
she said.
Listen, I've been in California for like a few weeks. Back when I graduated from law school, I took a little trip down Highway 101. I'm telling you, I could not live there. I could not be there. I'm from the South and I'm going to stay my ass in the South. Thank you.
Right,
But I just, yeah, I mean, this is just hilarious. But I got to get back to the troll farm because
right.
we're tilling the fields
Because
for
you
the next spring's
Cleo,
planting.
Colleen, or something. She
Deborah,
said
something
you
like
were
that. Yeah, but
Deborah.
we're hoping for a bumper crop next year of trolls. So put your trolls on reserve now because we feel like this is going to be a record year. Next harvest is going to be a record year for trolls. So back to the troll farm I go.
All right, Steph. I love you. Thank you for coming up. Okay, here we go. Chocolate Dimples. Chocolate Dimples, you there?
Um, I don't know. I still can't hear anything, but can you hear me? Because I could just still say what I got to
Oh,
say and then leave.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I've been watching Jag for some years now, and what I notice is I have an older son who has mental health, and she shows clear signs of being a narcissist, being bipolar. She's one of those types of people where all eyes have to be on her. When she's at her
Yep.
height, she's the highest. Nobody's better than her. She's the only truth teller. I'm hearing her now say that everybody on YouTube is lying, but she's telling the truth. That's crazy to me. And when she's at her low, they're putting her, sending her to where she need to be to get help with the doctors. I experienced that firsthand with my oldest son. That's why I could see the signs. Everything she's doing right now is because she's being called out. One thing about people of her magnitude is that everything is fine as long as you're believing what they're saying. The moment you
Yep.
call them on a BS, everybody is like, they're like a tornado. Everybody has to suffer now because how dare you not believe the lies that I'm telling you? So that's just at the point, that's where she at right now. So, I mean, I see it. I have been seeing it for a while. She was in the industry. So yes, she knows that the industry is an evil place. She know, just like everybody else knows that the whisper's been going around about Diddy, about Jay-Z, about these
Hmm.
different people. And she might have had some experiences, but the rest of it is all fairy tale. And everybody was riding with it, and now she's to the point where she's being held accountable for the lies that she told. And now she's trying to backtrack, but she's going to make all of y'all suffer around her to take the attention off of her. So, AT, you've been doing your thing. Don't let the distractions get to you. Keep your foot on those lies. I love you. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you. That was cool. I was glad that she got a chance to speak. I liked her. Thank you, Chocolate Dimples, for coming up. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, when Jag came up, I realized she was just trying to distract. I realized that from the get go. As soon as she came up talking about you're this person, you're that person, that's distracted everybody from her lies. Why'd you lie on Jay Z? Why'd you lie to Diddy? First, you said you traffic girls to the Diddy party. Then you're saying that you've been to a Diddy party. But then on other interviews, like with Gary with the T, you want to say that you didn't go to a Diddy party. What y'all did not do is hit that like button. I wonder why y'all didn't do that. Thank you, Demetria. Why didn't y'all hit that like button? That's very important too as well. But all the stuff and inconsistencies, that's what I'm here for. I'm going to keep exposing that until you address that, and not with no bullshit. What you call it? You know how like she'll say, "Oh, well, I was saying that he had people do things to me, not that he did them himself." Now, I will say she has said in the past that Jay Z pays people to do things, but she has also said Jay Z has done things to her too as well. Oh, Candace is back. You can go ahead and turn off your camera, Candace. Okay. All right, Candace, I'm gonna let you go ahead and say what you wanted to say. I know there was like some internet issues. Go ahead.
Sorry. No, my phone just drops off. No, I'm just back in the convo. I really
Oh,
don't
okay,
know if
okay.
I have anything actually to say, but yeah, no, we're just talking about Jag, and I have a lot of opinions because I've seen so many different platforms she's been on, and
Hmm.
she's, how could you say that you've trafficked people and you just get away with that? Like, how are you not getting in trouble for that? You've trafficked people to a Diddy party. You've done all types of things. How are you not getting in trouble for that?
Right. And you know what I was just thinking about too is that if you're saying that you trafficked and you were at the parties and you solicit the girls, then you should be subpoenaed by the grand jury. They should subpoena
Right,
you.
right.
And I
Yes.
think that's also too, and I didn't get a chance to say it last night, but I believe she's worried about possibly being subpoenaed. This is why she's backtracking, because when it's found out that everything she said is a lie, she's exposed. We already know it's a lie, but once the grand jury gets it, the other people, the Shaun Attwoods, they're going to be done with her because she's going to be proven to be a liar.
But I feel like she should just, if she really is afraid of that, she should just come to people like, on a personal level. Like, for example, Storm, like, come to him on a personal level, be like, you think you could delete that video because I think that's gonna, get me in trouble. And then
Right.
he could decide what he wants to do with that, and then go to every other person who you've been on their platform and you've confessed everything and be like, listen, you think we could take that down because it's going to get me in big huge trouble. Not, oh, it's AI, it's not me, it's fake, it's this, it's
Mhm.
that. It's
And that's one of my things too. Like, if she came to people with respect and actually said, like, hey, can you go ahead and delete that? I'm actually worried that,
right.
this might come back on me, blah, blah, blah. More than likely, people would be willing to do that. But now you're saying that people are trying to set you up and all this other stuff. Like, that's my thing is, like, if she just owned it, like, yeah, I did say these things, it wouldn't have been a story at all. But Candace, I'm going to let you go ahead and say the last thing. I'm going to drop you down because there's some feedback in your thing. And I kind of hear when I hear
Oh, okay. No, just I'll talk to everybody later. It was nice talking to you. Thanks for having me on again.
it. No problem. Thank you for coming up. All right, shout out to Candace. That was cool. But yeah, if she had came to people respectfully, it was like, hey, is it possible you can cut that out? I was on some shit, or I was just trying to make the show better when I said that. If you can please cut that out, blah blah blah. Do a retraction. That could have been a solution if she just would have owned up to what she said. Like, yeah, I did say that. Okay, and what? And again, the reason why that all became a story is because she was proven to be a liar. That's the only reason why that became a story. Well, not that she's a liar. We already knew that, right? It was when she got on my channel and came up with all these conspiracy theories about AI, and she can't talk about it because she got an NDA and blah 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 and all this stuff. And it's all like, wait. You said this multiple different times. This is why I always run the videos again and again and again, because your lies, I'm gonna put it in your face so then you see it. Every time you get on somebody's platform and lie, oh, well, this is what you actually said. This is what you've been saying. Now what? And mind you, the little videos that I be playing, there's a lot more shit Jack has said. She done been on everybody in their mama channel, you know? Oh, Bridget is here. Now, Bridget, don't get on here and pee-bomb me. What you gotta say?
No, I'm never doing that again. But
Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you, Bridget.
and
Go ahead.
I also want to say I apologize to you for listening
Thank
to that idiot.
Thank
My,
you. I
if I could
appreciate
go back, I would have never listened to her ass. But sometimes you just don't know
you.
until you go.
Right.
But Jag, one thing I hate about her, she's so narcissist. I can't even say the word. She's a
Narcissistic.
narcissist
Yeah.
and big liar. And one thing I hate about her is instead of, like you said, apologizing or saying, my back, maybe I misspoke. She'll come with, well, I'm a troll. Like she was just talking about me earlier and my, squad members. Oh, we're working for Danny now. Girl, we working for Danny now, really.
Right. Now, every time somebody is against her, the way she deflects is that we're working with somebody. That's her go-to. Just like with Stephanie, she said she was a cop in San Francisco, and it's like, what are you talking about? She'll just make up a storyline because, again, her people. Now, there are some people who still believe her, and so when she says those things, they're actually thinking we're all in this whole big troll farm against her.
Like I used to think, and my mod members.
Right? See, you had to reprogram yourself so you could
I
not be
did. I
brainwashed no
really
more.
did. I really did. I said, damn, and I couldn't believe I really sit back now like I feel stupid. Like I'm like, girl, you was listening to this crazy ass.
Yo, the
Really?
stories are really crazy, and it's so like, how you gonna believe this shit? You know?
Because see, once you see her online and she's so sincere, you get caught up. You like, and then
Uh,
I'm thinking like I can sing too, so maybe she gonna help me out. I'm like, girl, how she gonna help you out? She homeless as shit. Cash ass, you think she gonna put you on?
Yo, Bridget was trying to get a record deal.
Baby, I was trying to get something out this bullshit. I didn't went on panels. I said, I've been windmilling for this idiot. And she's sitting up there wearing that same black bra. Baby, I want to burn that bra. Somebody please help this lady get a different color bra. I'm tired.
Right. Oh my God. But you know what? I don't want you to feel alone because I feel like there has been people who also believed her. Let me ask the chat. We're going to do a 30-second countdown. All right, chat. When you originally found Jaguar right, did you believe the things she was saying? Yes or no? 30 seconds. Oh, you know what? You're not alone, Bridget. You're not alone.
I know, and that's scary.
Right. And I would say this. I wasn't too familiar with her past to know if she was lying or not. I just kind of took it in one ear and out the other. Like, it wasn't like I was hell bent on, like, I knew for a fact, but I was like, oh, okay, well, she was in the industry, she would
The
know something.
thing
What changed
is,
me was
mhm,
because I was around in the beginning, and then when Tasha K did the whole surviving Jaguar right, that's when I was like, uh-oh, something ain't right about this lady. So I've been here since 2020, 2021. So I have
me
a
too.
different perspective compared to, oh, you
See,
were too?
yeah, I was from the beginning.
And you was
From
still
the,
brainwashed?
yes, because what it
Oh,
was,
Bridget, we gotta
let me
help you
break it
out.
down. Wait a minute, let me break it down.
Okay, break it down, break it
See,
down. Okay.
Jag is from my era. I remember Jag in the industry. I remember her Coca-Cola
Mm.
commercial. So I'm thinking like, I remember her and I'm thinking like she wouldn't lie. You don't think people would lie about, something so serious.
Mm-hmm.
So I followed
Right.
her after she did that first interview. I've been there. See, that's what I'm saying. I've been there that long.
Wow.
Yeah. So I didn't think the lady was lying. I'm like, I hope she, it didn't even pass my mind that she's a liar. But now when when we made our own chat group, we start seeing the inconsistencies.
Mm-hmm.
And we would go to our own little chat room. We was like, did y'all hear her say that? We was like, man. And then she went from promises. She started with $10,000. Now, mind you, we didn't ask for no money. She promised us to go to that View It website or whatever. We were supposed to go over there.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, well, we're going to help you start you guys' channel. So I'm like, okay, now here we talking.
Right, now we talking.
So it went from that to, oh, guys, we can't do View It. They're part of the, Rock Nation. Everybody part of Rock Nation. So I'm like, oh my God. So that went down the drain. She was like, but it started off with $10,000. So I'm like, cool. Then she gonna get us. We had another meeting. Then it went up to 50. And I'm like,
Right.
then that disappeared. Never no talk about that again. She never talked about giving us nothing. Then
But
she was
she
like,
was broke. If she didn't have no 10K, 50K, how was she gonna give y'all anything?
but see, she was saying it was gonna come from like the View It guy, the billionaire guy that she was working with and making doing a deal with, and he's from overseas, listen to her bullshit. That's why right now I can't do nothing but laugh, because I'm like, I done really got caught up in this bullshit.
Right. And thank you, Measure Man, for the super chat. I appreciate that. He said it's what you want, boy, from the best man. That vocal
Right,
was fire. Still got the soundtrack. The truth needs no proof. Right.
right. And that's where I was coming from with it. But her lies, she got caught up in her lies. She thought we were slow, like she didn't even know we had a group. And we were sitting there in the other group calling her bald head, laughing at her. We was like, man, we gonna end up, we was like, we gonna leave her alone because she lying with her bald head ass. Then we was cracking on Odell, calling him neck bodie and all that.
Damn. So and here's the thing. What was the break? So she just like was all like, "All right, I'm firing y'all." Like, what was that
This what
last
it was.
conversation? I never heard the story.
This what it was, AT2. When she went over there with them palm colored people,
Mm-hmm.
we seen the difference. And my breaking point was me and Jag never got into it. She got into it with, because see, a lot of times I don't be in the chat rooms with them. Like I'm too busy living live doing me. Then I would go
Right.
in.
You got a real life.
Right. So I would hop in the chat and they'd be like, Bridget, this happened and this happened. So what happened was she got into it with Kai and Lene. They were questioning her about the Baphomet tattoos. But she really got into it with Lene because Lene wouldn't let off her. Lene, she already said, look, I'm going to start asking questions because something ain't right. So they got into it. Then she closed down our chat groups. So when I got into the group, she had already left. And I said, what's going on, y'all? She said, y'all just missed, Bridget, you missed it. She got into it with Lene and closed her and Odell closed the chat group. I was like, what? So when she closed the groups down, she had Ayasha called me and she was like, well, Bridge, Jag still want to keep you and she's going to put you in our new group. So I go to the new group. She called. I don't know. She called and it was like, it was bland. It wasn't like our little family group we had at first.
Right. It was different.
It was way different. And I was like,
you felt the vibe.
Right. And mind you, I built a relationship with the mob members because we talk every day. Several times a day. We laugh, we joke. So was I going to ride with this lady that I barely talked to that I know was lying, that switched on us? Ever since she got Odell, that's when it really started. I'm going to be honest. When she got with Odell and he came in, honey, it was like we talked to him. We got to go through him to talk to her.
Oh, so he was the liaison to get the Jag.
Right.
Like she was a big star and y'all couldn't even talk to her.
Right. So we all like, who this? We like, Hopper, who this nigga? We don't know this nigga. And we got to go through this strange, unknown nigga to get to her ass. We was like, oh, yeah, she lying. But then when she hit me with this vital message before she put me in the group, look how she hit me. She said, Bridge, I went viral and I'm gonna change up the mod group. It's gonna be some changes. She said, Bridge, you about to be a grandmother. It's about to get dangerous. So I'm thinking in my head, bitch, you trying to let me down gentle.
Yeah, gently. You about to be a grandmother. Yeah. That's
so
what
she used us. She used us to fight the so-called trolls on YouTube. And then when she went to Pierce Morgan. Yeah, Pierce Morgan. That's when she switched up on us. I seen the change. I said, you used us till you got viral, and now you don't need up black asses. But that's fine. We already knew you was lying anyway.
Right. We already knew what it was.
I removed myself from her group. She didn't remove me. I removed myself to the new groups. I was like, I want no parts of it because I know next I'm going to be a troll. And I'll be damn. As soon as I left, she know that I left. Now I'm a troll. And then she was just talking about me this morning. Jag, please quit talking about me and quit saying my government name, honey. Please. Get over it. Move on with you and your thick neck man. Neck booted. Go on with your life, baby.
Right. So when you left, you weren't even trying to have smoke for her.
No. But once she mentioned our names. So I had to defend myself and my mob members because she started lying. All their trolls. Now we're trolls. Now we're working for Tasha K and Daddy Robinson.
Right. And y'all was feeding people information.
Right. Like, so it is what it is, Jack. Please quit talking about my name, baby. Please.
Right. And something that I realized is that she never built you guys up to be stars. Like y'all were just the moderators or the mod squad. She never wanted to build y'all up.
They were all lies. She made us feel like she did, but that was
Because Kimmy didn't get built up until after she left.
right. And we noticed all that too.
Okay, that's why I brought that up. Yeah.
Yeah. So once we left and I deleted the groups, I was done. Ayasha was so slow, she didn't even know I left. She was up there. This dumb broad was arguing with the mod squad, like, and take Bridget picture down. She's still with us. And I'm thinking, like, I got in the chat, was like, no, I'm not. I'm gone, idiot. So now she's over there. I don't even know if she got new mods. I don't know if they drinking the Jag Kool-Aid, because that's what I call it.
Right. I have one more question for you. This is worse than Watergate, Jaggate coming to Tubi soon. Right. Thank you, Measure Man. But Ayasha, why did she get to stay out of everybody? Like, were they closer, or can you
They
explain
were
that?
close. They were closer because she actually was going to Ayasha's house to get her hair braided, and because Ayasha is stupid.
Okay, so I knew Ayasha lived in California, so she's in Southern California. Okay.
Right, and she's stupid. Like
Yeah, and
it's
she's
like,
stupid.
but I noticed this. AT2, she doesn't talk about Ayasha anymore, so I don't know if there something's going on with that because she doesn't holler top mod anymore. She hollers Madgie and those palm color people. Ayasha name doesn't even come up.
Right.
Have you noticed that?
You know, speaking of, hold on, hold that thought. No more Jag in 2025. This is enough. Jag is a liar.
Thank you.
Yes, I agree with you, son.
Totally.
Definitely. But you know what, Ayasha? I have not noticed that she has not been in the spotlight and haven't been around because I don't watch everything, but
Right.
I don't even see her at all. And that makes a lot of sense. Like, yeah, she kicked her to the curb too, more than likely. And let's be honest,
Right.
maybe she and maybe this is a thing because with a lot of people they get in these relationships and the person usually isolates you so then they can take advantage of you, and I feel
Right.
from what you're saying is that Odell, when he came in the picture, he done tried to isolate her from everybody.
Right. Because it started with one night she called me when I was at a club and she had a black eye. And I said, what is wrong with your eye? She said, that's okay. I'm used to it. I said, no, that's not okay. What's wrong with your eye, Jag? She takes the phone and turns it towards Odell. So he's looking
What?
at the camera driving. And I'm like thinking in my head, nigga, did you hit this lady?
Wow,
Yeah.
and you know, people have been talking about alleged abuse thing, but I just never talked about it because I didn't see it. But I had mentioned on my channel. You remember, like she was wearing shades one day, and she
Right.
hopped on OKP channel, and she was like, "You better send somebody else to do something to me. Send somebody better next time." Blah blah blah, and she was like bleeding, and she had a cut over her eye or whatever, and she claimed that OKP sent people after her, but who would be like that never made any sense. So it's all like, well, did Odell do that? Like, how'd you get that cut,
Right. And
man?
how did she hurt her finger? Talking about, Bridge, I was fighting with in my sleep demons. You weren't fighting, and I hurt my finger.
In the slit on the face, right?
Yes. I said, girl,
Wow.
you ain't fighting nobody, allegedly, probably Odell, honey, because you're not fighting demons in your sleep and they hurt your hand. Like, stop.
Wow. This
Yeah.
is so crazy. And so that was a personal conversation you had where she had a black eye.
Yeah. And the
And
finger.
she never addressed, she just said, oh, you know what?
She turned that camera towards him. And I thought that was weird. Like, basically, in my opinion, like he did.
Mhm.
Why would you turn the camera to him, hon? About your
Wow.
and he's sitting there
Wow.
looking all stupid driving. And I'm like, did this big thick neck nigga that hit this woman?
And I hate to even put like allegations like that without knowing
Alleged.
for a
I'll say
fact.
allegedly because I
But
wasn't there, but that was
yeah, but it's very alarming because how are you getting all messed up and stuff like the like where is that coming from? No, because her thing is like, oh, Jay-Z sent people after me and all this. No, nobody's after you. Like, shut
and
up
if
with
he
that.
had some people, you'd have been gone.
Right, you would have been out this. Trust me,
You'd
and
have
you're
been in
not great at
trouble, baby.
hiding because everybody figures out where you are.
Right, because you kind of tell on yourself. Kind of.
Right, exactly. And thank you, Measure Man. He said that's a situationship. Honestly, he saw a check. Plus, yeah,
Exactly.
he's Odell. Yeah, like he is
I've been
Puff
saying
Daddy,
that.
baby.
I said, as soon as Jag goes to jail or whatever happens to her, that man's gonna go back to that wife and bye bye Jag.
Mhm. Right. He ain't gonna be out there. He ain't gonna be out there like free Jag. He don't care.
Right? No, it's too soon. They ain't even known each other a year yet. Like it's too soon.
Right. They met. Cheryl said they met in May. Yeah, it hasn't even been a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That once she goes to jail, that man leaving. He leaving.
yeah. Okay, AT2, I enjoyed you. I'll get back in the chat, honey.
Yes. Thank you, Bridget, for coming up. I appreciate that.
All right.
You have a good one. That was nice to have Bridget up. That was like a full circle moment, you know. I'm kind of suspicious because your camera is like blank. So let me put something on the screen real quick. Let me put my burnt pot of gumbo. Hold on. E, is that you? Are you there? And I knew it was somebody to try to pee bomb me. It was like an ass picture or something like that. I knew somebody was going to try to play some. Let me kick you out of my studio. Goodbye. Yeah, it was somebody trying to pee bomb me. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Goodbye. All right, y'all. So that's the end of our show. I appreciate y'all for being here. I appreciate everybody coming up and speaking their mind. Like I said, as far as Madgie and all the rest of this, I'm not addressing it. Um, I'm not going to the Shaun Attwood. Yeah, that's obviously over with. So I thought maybe I could go over there, give a different perspective, and we can have a conversation. All that. Nah, we good. As soon as you slavery was 300 years ago, and y'all not, yeah, I knew your ass was ignorant. And I thought Maryland was like a black state, you guys. Isn't like the 30% of the population black? And you that fucking ignorant? Wow. Doesn't surprise me. Racists are everywhere, right? Like I said, I don't take back the conversation. I will actually re-upload the conversation with just his part later on today, so you guys can just watch that instead of watching the whole thing. But it was a good conversation. Like I didn't think it went bad or anything like that. So I'm very surprised that now it's all this backlash and all this BS. So oh, well, whatever. You know, it is what it is. All right, I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming up. Thank you, all my guests, especially Stephanie. Stephanie, I gave you back your mod stick. You finally proved yourself that you had my back and you were down with me. So I had to give you back your mod stick. I appreciate you for being here and defending me. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. We out of here. Love y'all. Deuces. We out of here.